sexual assault on Amanda C. Having found the defendant, James Michael Biela, guilty of count 1, do you find beyond reasonable doubt that the defendant used a deadly weapon in the commission of this offense? Yes. Dated this 27th day of May 2010, Terry Booker, foreperson. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter, find the defendant, James Michael Biela, guilty of count 2, kidnapping in the first degree of C. Dated this 27th day of May 2010, Terry Booker, foreperson. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter, find the defendant, James Michael Biela, guilty of count 3, sexual assault of C. Dated this 27th day of May 2010, Terry Booker, foreperson. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter, find the defendant, James Michael Biela, guilty of count 4, murder in the first degree of Brianna, Dennison. Dated this 27th day of May 2010, Terry Booker, foreperson. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter, find the defendant, James Michael Biela, guilty of count 5, sexual assault on Brianna, Dennison. Dated this 27th day of May 2010, Terry Booker, foreperson.
What made you start working on this case, and what has developed in the past few days?
Well, I wasn't living here at the time that this happened, but I moved back probably about 2 years after, and Jennifer's been missing since 5/5/2005, and Jennifer is just shy of a year older than me. And so they were bringing attention to the case, for anniversary date reasons. And so I decided to look into this again. Even though I live in the same town as the people that are mentioned here, I never knew any of them. And I just know from personal experience the lack of help that I've gotten with the Reno Sparks Police. And it's really discouraging that, you grow up and you think certain things, and you would think that when you need help from police, they're going to help you and, basically do the same things that you see on TV. Like just the basics. And they've never done just the basics for me. They didn't do the basics in Jennifer's case that I know of, and it's really frustrating. So, how can somebody find somebody if nobody has the facts right and nobody does anything that they're supposed to do? So, I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody. I'm just I want to help the mother, because there's certain things that I picked up on and certain things that I know that I, am offering my help, because dealing with a narcissist is very difficult, and I've done it. And I've done it when I've had to deal with a narcissist and with police involved, and it's so hard. And nothing ever came to my rescue either. And, it's been difficult 5 years for me with my stuff, so.
Right from the beginning of looking into James Biela's case, I got a sense that it was a total setup. But why? This is crazy. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Every person of authority in this fucking town, except for one, that I've encountered, can suck a big, fat dick. Liars, pussies, narcissists. That's what they are. Not only do I believe that James Biela is innocent on death row for a murder he did not commit, but I do believe that there was no murder. I have done pendulum readings on Brianna several times over the years, and never indicates that she's deceased. My pendulum has been right 99.9% of the time when asking if somebody is deceased or not. How can that be? They found her body. Well, the man who was walking back from his lunch break, who saw what he thought was a mannequin in the field, got closer and realized it was a body, said himself it didn't look like Brianna. It also looked like the side of her face that he saw was mostly decomposed already. Well, Jennifer Casper Ross I had just had a conversation with her mother about a really tall freezer that was in the back of the house. Something to think about. Stay tuned for part 2.